Hey fellow explorers, today the princess and I are at Adventure City. This is in Orange County, California, about 4 miles south of Disneyland. This is the little theme park that's big on family fun. We're gonna ride all the rides at this theme park because she can ride all of the rides here. So we'll show you the rides and let you know which ones are our favorites.
Let's go to Seven West Park.
One of the best parts about Adventure City, admission's relatively inexpensive, less than $30 here in 2023, and parking is free. It's not a very big park. You can spend about 2 to 3 hours here and have a really great time. One of the first rides as you come in is the Giggle Wheel. This is a really small Ferris wheel for kiddos, and there's a lot of loading and unloading, but the good news, most of the rides don't have any lines here. You just walk right up. We were here at a Sunday in summertime, and we pretty much walked right on to like all of the rides. Next up is the small roller coaster here. This one is in the kind of shape of a train. It goes around 2 or 3 times. Pretty fun. Then we rode the balloons that go around. And this one went a little too fast, made me a little sick. The planes were a bit better. They went slower. They can go up and down for the planes. And definitely the biggest thrill ride here is Rewind Racers. This one is a legitimate roller coaster. It first starts going backwards up this hill, then it goes down forward around the track, back up to the pit stop, and down again. To be accompanied, kids need to be at least 39 inches tall and perfect. Our princess was just that height. To ride by themselves, they need to be 48 inches. And so, princess, what did you think of that ride?
So funny.
And for something completely different, there's even a goat petting zoo. It's free to come in and pet the goats, but if you want to feed them, then you gotta pay. And they've even got brushes the kids can pick up to brush the goats. No wonder these goats look so well groomed. They get all this free brushing labor. Oh, and I don't usually like drop rides, but this one actually is pretty tame, and it's a neat view from up on top. I would show you, but I didn't want to drop my phone. Next up, we've got the rescue ride. This one's kind of like Paw Patrol themed, but probably not technically licensed. You get to sit in a different rescue vehicle, and it's basically a train made of ambulances, police cars, etc. So the rescue ride, it boards like a train. Kids can pick their favorite car, and then when it gets going, actually, each one moves on its own. They got a little wheel. Maybe it makes them think they can drive, so it's a little bit like Autopia at Disneyland, except, well, you don't get to make it go or stop yourself. It just kind of goes. But we got a neat light right here, and ultimately it takes 2 laps around the track before it goes back. This one is a good one on a hot day because the waiting area over there is a little bit air conditioned at least. By the front gate, there's a Thomas and Friends creative play area where the kiddos can play with Thomas and Friends trains. And then afterwards, they can get on the other train that takes them all the way around Adventure City. And on hot days, which today was a hot day, it was like 95 degrees here in Anaheim. They've got the mister tent that you can go in and cool down in the mist. This is pretty cool. It's like in the fog. Ooh. Another great place to cool off next to the Mister tent is the arcade. Lots of video games in here, skee ball, air hockey, everything you'd expect in a good arcade. All right, after a couple hours of rides, it's time for a rest. There's exactly one place to get like lunch here. It's the Parker's Filling Station. They're in the middle. Burgers, fries, pizza, that sort of stuff. I was hoping it's like an order and then you get it right away, but instead you get a buzzer. It takes about 10 minutes for a burger and a hot dog. How much does a burger and a hot dog cost? And a drink? $29.36. Pretty much the same price admission, so now I know where they make their money. Are you tired? Yeah, tired. The 90-degree heat's really wearing on us, but that doesn't mean we're leaving because we still have a few more rides left to conquer. And while the food wasn't cheap, it was fairly decent. The princess enjoyed her hot dog, and I reasonably enjoyed my $13 burger. And for dessert, the princess had some cotton candy for the reasonable price of $4.50. All right, princess, how was your lunch?
Yeah.
What do you want to go on now?
Carousel.
All right, let's go on the carousel, having a big lunch. No roller coasters right now. We want to keep our food in our tummies. The carousel was pretty fun. I got to ride this one too. It goes pretty fast and the horses go pretty high up and down. After the carousel, the princess wanted to get some exercise, so she went on the kid-powered crank and roll. This one is a train that you crank with your hands. Woo woo! All aboard the Adventure City train. This one, you know, I think if I were to come here again for the first time, I would do this ride first because this one takes you all the way around the park so you can like see everything before you go. It looks like they've got shows here, but there weren't any shows the day we were here. Overall, pretty chill. I like this train, you know, and what I like about this park is it's not as stressful as going to Disneyland and spending $150, everything you just gotta be stressed out about. Here you can just relax, chillax, and that's fun. Good, wholesome family fun. Isn't that right? Yeah, family fun. Oh, this takes us through the party zone. This is by the front gate. They do like parties in here. It was like a pretty cool place to book a party. And there was only one ride we couldn't ride, not because she wasn't tall enough, but because it wasn't working because they were fixing it, was this yellow magic bus. I would say my least favorite of all the rides was the balloon ride. That was the one I had to close my eyes on because I felt I was getting a little sick. And for dessert in the Adventure City Airport building in the middle, they've got ice cream and coffee. But our princess didn't want ice cream today. She wanted an icy. $5 comes in 2 flavors, blue raspberry or red cherry. We opted for the cherry. How is it? Good. Hey, you know, the great part about this park not being so busy is you can go on your favorite rides twice, 3 times. I mean, just keep going on and on again, the ones that you like, since it's not a long wait. Or 4 or 6 times. All right, so we're gonna go on the smaller roller coaster a second time, and you know what? This one, the reason why I like the reverse one better, this one a little bumpy, but the reverse one pretty smooth. What are you doing in my ear? All right, princess. All right, princess. Which rides were your favorite?
All of them.
So overall, we really enjoyed our stay at Adventure City. I think my favorite and the princess' favorite was definitely the roller coaster that goes forward and back one. That one is a lot of fun. But if you're debating between, you know, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and here, if you've got kids that are like in the age range of 2, 3, or 4 years old, I think this one is going to be your best bet. They'll be able to ride all the rides, they'll have a great time, and you don't pay all that much to get in. So if it doesn't work out right, or you want to go home early, or they yak or something like that, it's all good. Well, fellows, boys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of our adventures in Orange County, you can check them out here on the screen. Or if you want to see more of our daughter's adventures at indoor playgrounds in Orange County, well, check out her channel, The Spunky Princess, right here. As usual, we won't say goodbye because we're going to see you in one of these videos.